Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's session of Door Knocking Turned Digital, How to Become 5 Mile Famous. I'm Han Kimball-Pham, a strategic account manager here at El Toro. If you look at how local marketing has evolved over the last few years, the landscape has gotten incredibly crowded. But for home service providers, the core mission hasn't changed. You don't need the whole world to know who you are. You just need to be absolutely unforgettable in your immediate service footprint. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on how to build that hyper-targeted neighborhood authority using precision digital technology. Oh, look at those photos. Whether you partner with us for years or just getting to know El Toro for the very first time, this webinar is your chance to learn how to diversify your strategy and reach into individual households directly. Joining me today is Chris Johnson, one of our national account executives. Chris spends all his time working directly with brands on the ground to transition traditional local sales strategies into high-performing digital campaigns. Chris, I'm so glad you're here today with us.
Thank you very much, Hong. Glad to be here as well.
So before I hand things over to Chris, let's talk briefly about who we are. At El Toro, we help home service companies put their ads directly in front of the right homeowners, meaning specific households in the exact neighborhoods you want to target. We operate on an architecture that is 100% cookie-free. We back our technology with 25 active patents and process over 2 trillion data points every single week to ensure accuracy. But the biggest differentiator for your business is this: we don't look at superficial metrics. We show you which marketing efforts actually turn into real completed service jobs, not just digital clicks. With that baseline set, I'm going to turn it over to Chris to talk about how the strategy works in your backyard. Chris, take it away.
Thanks, Han. Much appreciated. All right, let's talk about the 5 mile famous philosophy here. And we'll start with just the fundamental truth about home services. It's winning locally is vastly more powerful and significantly more profitable than just chasing raw scale. We see and talk to local providers waste massive chunks of their budget every single year just trying to appear big. They buy broad geographic targets because they think broader coverage means more revenue, but the reality is way more hyperlocal. A plumber working out of Dallas does not need to care about Denver whatsoever. So you win this game by being deeply present in your own backyard and taking care of your own radius. 87% of consumers search locally when they need a service, but when the actual emergency happens, when water heaters burst, roofs start leaking, they don't sit down to do hours of deep research. They pick up the phone and they call the exact brand that they already recognized before the disaster occurred. So that battle is won by reaching specific households ahead of time, not by blanketing entire zip codes with generic ads. So think about the traditional approach. Physical canvassing, door-to-door sales works for a very specific reason. It offers high intent, precise location targeting, and direct personal connection to a household. But as a business owner, you're trying to grow, you know that human labor like that just does not scale anymore. Bad weather, high consumer rejection rates, gated communities, privacy barriers, again with high consumer rejection rates, physical canvassing is incredibly slow and very expensive. What we do at El Toro is take that exact logic of door-to-door canvassing and apply it straight to the digital world. You aren't blanketing a massive random area hoping for a bite or good lead. Instead, you're knocking on a specific high-value digital door with zero manual labor required whatsoever. So how do we execute that digital knock? We do it through a true one-to-one match between a physical street address and the digital devices active inside that home. No cookies, no guesswork, no bot traffic, just pure human-to-human connection. Our IP targeting maps a real household to its connected devices using verified deterministic matching, completely bypassing unreliable probabilistic data models. Once that link is made, we deploy a multi-screen reach strategy. We hit that big screen in the living room with connected TV ads, and we immediately reinforce that message with targeted video and display ads on their tablets and their phones. Combining all of these formats brings massive familiarity like a digital billboard hitting those targets every day. Even better, you can take your existing CRM data Upload that list of past customers or recent projects and specifically target the exact households surrounding your most recent jobs. This allows you to leverage local social proof before those neighbors even ever open up a search engine. So a lot of people ask us where our ads appear, and we'll unpack about connected TV and over-the-top media for a second. A lot of people think TV advertising is out of reach for a local provider. It's not. CTV and OTT deliver your premium video ads directly through internet-connected streaming services, completely bypassing traditional cable networks. Your ads run inside of premium environments, streaming apps on smart TVs like Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and also ad-supported subscription tiers of mainstream apps like Hulu, Peacock, Tubi, so on. So that extends directly to mobile and tablet streaming environments as well. When your ad plays on that living room television, it's non-skippable, full screen, and placed right there along with premium content. But unlike old school broadcast television, where you paid to show your ad to an entire city, this video is delivered to the exact specific household that you hand selected. So let's talk about that playbook, becoming 5 Mile famous. We recommend a clear three-phase approach to completely own your local market, taking neighborhoods all the way from the initial awareness stage to long-term loyalty to your brand. Phase one, the base. Here we connect with your core target prospects across all their personal devices using consistent display video ads. We're building brand recognition before they have a home maintenance issue. Phase two is the conquest. This is where you target the immediate neighbors surrounding your best, highest paying customers. You grow your geographic footprint and you build the social proof street by street. And then the retention, phase three. You stay right in front of your past clients. And when a competitor drops a cheap coupon in their physical mailbox, your brand is already on their TV and on their phone screens. Customer loyalty is earned through consistent and predictable presence. So I will now pass it back to Hanh to show everyone how we track actual return on investment and ad spend between these phases.
Thanks, Chris. This brings us to the core element of the El Toro platform, measuring a campaign's true real-world success. We want you to completely stop wondering if your ad spend is actually working. Through our matchback attribution process, we take your list of close customers at the end of a campaign and match them back to the exact physical IP addresses we serve ads to. This means you can see the precise homes that saw a digital ad, then signed up for a service appointment or install. This level of transparency gives you two massive advantages. One, the conversion rate data. You finally understand your true cost per acquisition at a household level, not just an abstract cost per click. And two, closing the loop, you can easily identify exactly which neighborhoods of zip codes are yielding the highest revenue lift, allowing you to optimize your budget in real time. Here we have an example of a matchback analysis from an HVAC client. These are fields that you could expect to see on your report. We could customize it depending on your organization KPIs. Now let's talk about what we want to show you the immediate potential around the work your team is already doing out in the field right now. So we have a completely free offer for everyone on this webinar, our 30-day neighbor opportunity map. Think about the jobs your trucks have completed over the last 30 days. The data shows that your next best customers live right next doors to those properties. We want to help you visualize that exact opportunity. So what you get, a customized heat map showing the target neighbor households surrounding your most recent service calls, along with data-driven insights into why those specific households matter to your business right now. There is no live demo required, no sales pitch, and absolutely no obligation. What we just need from you is just a basic secure address list of 5 to 10 completed jobs from the last 30 days. Even a small handful is enough for us to build out the map. You can request your map directly by visiting eltoro.com, request opportunity map. Our team will also drop that link in the chat and will also be included in the webinar replay email that will be going out early next week. Yeah, we kind of moved through that. So I guess we get to go to the questions. We had some folks that submitted some questions when they were registering for this webinar, so we'll get started with those. But please go ahead and type your questions directly to the Q&A window on your screen. If we have a high volume of questions and can't get to your questions now, don't worry, one of our sales executives will follow up with you directly via email after we wrap up. All right, Chris, let's take a look at these questions. I'm going to read the questions and you want to answer them?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
For sure.
The first one's a good one. What types of companies have you worked with in the home services space?
All kinds, like truly all kinds. We've had great success with flooring companies, HVAC companies, roofing companies, window companies for sure. I actually just talked to a painting company, an exteriors painting company at the beginning of this week. So we see really incredible results with any type of home service that you could imagine, even just using the digital canvassing strategy as an example that you could imagine would use traditional canvassing or try to gain lead generation from those methods.
Yeah, no, thanks, Chris.
Mhm.
The next question, what kind of ad creative do we need to have ready to get onto the streaming TV apps like Hulu or Peacock?
Oh, video. Okay, yeah. Yeah, to run those CTV, OTT spaces, we just need standard 15, 30-second video assets. Those placements are non-skippable, full screen, and a clean professional video that just states what your brand is all about, and also like to serve in your local area is best. So to kind of cater that to your service areas with location-based imagery and copy as well. We also pair that with digital display and online video formats to keep cost balance, really maximize those touch points.
All right, thanks, Chris. All right, question three. We already do a lot of traditional direct mail and door hangers in our area. Can we use El Toro to target the exact same mailing list digitally at the same time?
Absolutely. In fact, that's one of our highest converting ways to use our system. If you already have a physical mailing list, like from your CRM or even a prospect list, you can upload that list to El Toro. We can time that connected TV video display ad to hit their screens the exact week that your physical mailers land in their mailboxes. So that bridges the offline mailer with the online screen and really creates a massive lift in response rates because your brand just feels absolutely everywhere, again, with the digital billboard effect.
All right, thanks, Chris. Question four. I don't want to serve ads to anyone in my funnel. Can we avoid that?
Yeah, absolutely. In the same way that we would upload your list for digital canvassing, it's that those households are automatically suppressed. So we target on the household level. We can flip that on your address list and use it as a suppression list.
That's awesome. All right. So this one's a good one. It's one of my favorite. So question five. My business relies heavily on unpredictable weather events like hail or major storms. If a storm hits a specific neighborhood, how quickly can we spin up an El Toro campaign to target those exact streets?
Very, very, very quickly. You don't have to wait for physical mail to print. You don't have to wait for your crews to deploy. Digital canvassing is very, very agile. As soon as you identify those specific streets or blocks impacted by a weather event, you can pull those physical addresses, immediately get that campaign launched through our customer-facing user interface. That allows you to beat traditional storm changers to the punch digitally. You're already out there. We can spin that up with creative assets in your landing page very quickly.
All right. Thanks, Chris. And then I'm getting a lot of questions on this one. This is a live one. Can we get a copy of this recording after the session?
Oh, yeah, yeah, most definitely. We usually send that out a few days after. We'll look to send this out in a follow-up email early next week, and that'll include a webinar replay for everybody on the call today.
Yeah, well, thank you,
Yeah.
Chris.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. If anyone has any additional questions, please feel free to reach out at any points. We will be in touch as well, and we hope you really got something out of how we handle home services here at El Toro. So thanks everybody for joining, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.